powerful video. I don't know if any of you have ever seen this. When Matt, our producer, showed it to me, it was the first time I had ever seen this video. This video is almost 40 years old. It was made in the late 1970s. It is a CBS interview with the late Mike Wallace, father of Chris Wallace. All right? And Mike Wallace is Jewish. Chris Wallace is Jewish. I'm just setting the record straight. But this was a CBS interview with the Shah of Iran, who was in power at that time. And he made some comments about the power of Israel in America. This is, again, the 1970s. Jimmy Carter was in the White House. Watch this video. It is shocking. It's an eye-opener.
You think the Jewish lobby in the United States is too powerful for the interests of Israel?
I think so. Sometimes they are disturbing the interests of Israel because they're pushing around too many people.
Why would the President of the United States pay attention to that lobby?
They are strong.
Strong in what sense?
They are controlling many things.
Controlling what?
Newspapers, medias,
Your Majesty.
banks, finances, and I'm going to stop there.
Well, now wait just a second. You really do believe that the Jewish community in the United States is that powerful? They make the media reflect their view of foreign policy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They do not report, we do not report honestly?
Don't mix things, please. I don't say the media. I say in the media they have people. Not the entire media. Some newspapers will only reflect their views, yes.
No. The New York Times, for instance, is owned by the Salzburger family, who are Jewish. Are you suggesting that the New York Times is biased in its treatment of the question of Zionism, Israel's existence, the United States' relationship with the Arab world?
I will have to put all the articles of the New York Times written on this subject and draw the conclusion. You can put this to the computer and it will answer you.
What you're saying is that, yes, you do believe.
Well, let's wait for the answer of the computer.
Washington Post.
The same.
The networks.
Yes.
I must say you are speaking with your characteristic candor.
The Shah of Iran, 1976. Did you notice how nervous he was? On CBS News, he was nervous because of what he was saying. What happened to the Shah of Iran? 1979, he was removed. The revolution. What happens when you challenge the regime? They have a revolution. That's what we've been talking about. You go up against the system, you have a revolution. So Iran had a revolution. They had the revolution because of that interview on CBS News. They made a decision. He's got to go. He challenged us. He dared to out us. I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. Now, I'm directing this to YouTube because my staff just notified me while that video was playing that YouTube is suppressing our feed right now. We've been dealing with problems with YouTube recently, and they're shadow banning us right now. We typically have 1,000 people watching the live feed. Right now we have 12. Okay. Typically we'll have anywhere from 8 to 15, 20,000 people who will watch the video on YouTube after it's posted for a video on demand. We'll see tomorrow what the numbers are. But right now, they are suppressing True News. Who owns YouTube? Do your homework. Find out who owns YouTube. Follow the trail.